Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Vibrant Mind, Vibrant Life podcast, which has now gone onto YouTube. So if you're joining me on YouTube, then hello. And if you're on podcast and you prefer video and to actually see me, then head on over to YouTube as well and make sure you subscribe. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how open and available you are to receiving the things that you say that you want. Now, the reason this is important is because often people will declare the things that they want. They'll set an intention, a goal. They'll say what it is that they're working towards, yet they almost put up a barrier to receiving it. So let me explain a bit more about what's going on. So somebody may say that they want to achieve a certain thing, yet then they behave in a way that's the complete opposite to it. Or they say that they want something in their life, but then in their mind, they're really saying that they're not ready to receive it. Even if not consciously, that's the message that's playing out in there. Or it could be that you want all of these amazing things, yet there's worry or concern or fear that they might actually turn up and you're not sure that you'd be able to handle it. Now, the problem with this is that it's sending mixed messages out there. You're confusing yourself, you're confusing the energy that you're emitting, and that causes confusion about what is going to come into your experience. And the consequence of that is that you don't get anywhere fast. So it's like you may begin to move forward, but then you pull back. Or you start to make some strides and then you stop yourself and you sabotage. So it can lead to a lot of frustration and can often stop people from actually taking any action and giving up completely. Now, the problem with that is that getting started and getting that momentum going, it takes a lot of energy. So if you've gone to the effort to getting started, then it's better to be able to continue with that than it is to almost put everything down, give up, and then have to start again and generate that energy all over again to create that momentum. It's like the whole plane analogy. So getting off a plane or a rocket off the ground takes a whole lot of energy, yet when it's flying, life becomes much easier. So it's easier to keep it up there than it is to land the plane, just let it fall out of the sky and then have to get it back up again. So what can you do? How can you discover if you are in that receiving mode, if you're allowing the things and you're available for the stuff that you say that you want? Well, the first question to consider is, what are the consequences of you actually achieving what you want? What will happen if you achieve it? Because if we don't play these scenarios through, then it may be that we're unaware of benefits for staying put. So what is it that you gain by staying small, by playing it safe? If you were to actually achieve everything you want, what will happen? Now, the thing with your unconscious mind is one of its primary roles is to keep you safe. That's its job. So when you're striving for things that you've never done before, you're wanting to go to places that you've never been, your unconscious mind has never been there. So it doesn't know that it's safe to go there. So it may kick into protection mode and think, hang on, this is unknown. So let's keep it where we are. It may not be what we want, but we know it here. We like it here. It's safe. So it feels comfortable. Now, by asking yourself, what are the consequences of achieving what you want? You're playing through the scenarios of what could happen. It's like, what are the good things that will happen? What are the things that I haven't thought about that could happen? And imagine yourself in that position where you have received everything that you say you want. Because here's the thing, with everything in life, there is duality in it. So let's say, for example, you had a goal and part of that goal meant that you're going to become really well known in your field. Now, with that, there may come some what you could call negativity. So you may get comments from people on social media. There may be attention that you're not quite ready for. So that is one of the consequences of achieving the things that you say that you want. So if your unconscious mind is playing that through and that doesn't feel safe to go there, then it's not going to go there. Whereas if you can imagine yourself in the scenario where you are receiving lots of comments, you're getting lots of attention, and you feel comfortable with handling that, then that will let you know that you can do that, and it will open up your availability. Now, it may be that along that process, you have a bit of a test. So you've said, right, I'm open, I'm available, this is what I want. And then the universe, the divine, the energy, the whatever you want to call it, will then give you a little bit of what you say you're ready for. So it may be that you start gaining a bit of momentum on social media, or you start getting clients that you've said that you want. And then suddenly you're unable to handle it. So it's like, I can't deal with these comments, or I don't have the capacity to work with all these clients. I'm now tired. I can't manage the paperwork. So if that happens, then it's going to, that's resistance. It's going to stop the creation of more things happening, because you're ultimately saying that you're not ready to receive the things that you say that you want. So when those tests come up, when you start getting the little bits of evidence to show that you're on the right path, that's your opportunity to see, right, how am I going to handle this? What is it that I can do to get through it and know that it's safe? And again, check in with yourself. What do I gain by staying small, playing safe, being unseen, not being visible, not putting myself in the position that's going to allow me to live a life that I really love? And then reassure yourself that it is okay. Let your unconscious mind know that you're going to be safe going there by imagining those scenarios playing out, and imagine them going well. Imagine yourself being able to deal with it, because, we can visualize and picture the future that we want, which is wonderful. And that is, that's benefiting you in terms of your focus and your attention, and you get more of what you focus on. And another great scenario to play through is, right, when this stuff comes up, when you hit a dip, when you run out of energy, when you're not feeling motivated, when life gets in the way, how are you going to handle that? And imagining that scenario, and imagining yourself growing because of it and getting through it and coming out the other end stronger. Well, when that arrives, your unconscious mind and you consciously know that you're ready for it. You've already played it through and you know what to do with it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be easy, but you know that you can do it. You're prepared mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically. So it makes that hurdle, that obstacle, something that you anticipated, and you know that that's all that it is. It's not the end of the road. You're not going to land the plane. You're not going to jump out the tree, whatever analogy you want to use. It's just something that you've got to get through. And then when you come out the other side, you're I'm continuing with the plane analogy now. So you've set off from your destination and you're getting through those clouds, and it's a bumpy ride, and then you see the sunshine on the other side of the clouds. So just keep going. So ask yourself that question today. Are you open? Are you available? Are you willing? Are you really ready to receive everything that you say that you want? Have a fantastic week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it with people that you know. And I will see you next time for another episode of the Vibrant Mind, Vibrant Life podcast.